Okay, here's a quick look at the E-mini S&P Stock Index Future for Thursday, May the 12th, 2011. At E-mini Day Trader, we always like to start our analysis with a look at the market profiles. And this is today's market profile. This is yesterday's market profile. The one in the middle is what occurred overnight. So we were suggesting that the 40 area would likely act as resistance, and as you can see, the market actually hit 39.50 overnight was the high, and then it came down there and dipped a little bit below our next support. We had 35 we were watching as well, and the next one at 31. It did dip a little bit below that. It got down to 29, and then in the regular trading hours it opened basically right at our support area in the 31. Had just a slight dip very early in the day, and then had a good move higher, kind of stalled here around 40 for a little bit, and then had a good move to our next level at 47. So market was actually, I guess you could say, well behaved today. So that 47 area, it needs obviously to hold above that. We think that 44 and then 40 is good support. It may pull back. We do have some news to be released tomorrow, 8:30 New York time, the CPI, and then 9:55 the consumer sentiment numbers will be released. Consumer sentiment can move the market, so we're going to want to watch that. If it can hold above the 47, that's certainly a bullish development, an additional bullish development. Would not be surprising. It could still be fairly bullish and dip into the 40 to 44 area. Obviously depends on how far it gets and what sort of rejection occurs should it dip into that area. So that's really what we're looking at as far as our immediate analysis of the E-mini S&P. What you're looking at now, of course, are the market profiles from the regular trading hours only, and we like to use them in our analysis as well. As far as our trades were concerned today, you can see we didn't have a lot of them. We had a nice long trade right here. You can see our dashed blue line right here, and we got filled right here. Unfortunately, I mean, did hit our first two objectives. Unfortunately, it stopped us out at break even just prior to the market having an exceptionally strong rally higher. So some of our traders would have been able to participate in that, or did participate in that, because they were able to use a structural stop and risk very, very little on that trade, especially due to the fact that the market had come down and tested that 31 area and been rejected. So good reason to get long in that area. So even though we did have at that time a neutral filter, because of our knowledge of where these key areas of support and resistance were, it really played into going ahead and taking that long trade there. We did have a short trade that we did take right here. It was in the red filter. It did hit our first objective, but turned out to be a break-even trade. And so that was a short trade that we had right here. The only other trade that we actually had set up and triggered, well, you can see there was one right here, but the market extended all the way to the end because the market never dipped that low. But this long trade right here was triggered, and as you can see, it took over an hour to get filled, but we did get filled here as it dipped right to our price and then bounced up here a little over 2 points, I believe it was 2.25 points in our favor. So reaching our first two objectives on that. So we had two nice trades that reached the first and second objectives. So we ended up by taking 6 points out of the market today, with two winning trades and one break even. So that's kind of how it went today, and those are the areas of support and resistance that I was mentioning. So any questions or comments, don't hesitate in getting a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. Always enjoy hearing your questions and comments, so don't hesitate in getting a hold of us. That'll be it for today, so thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you again tomorrow.